everybody, this is Melanie. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. I hope everybody's doing good today. In today's video, I was just going to do a project share and show you a couple of things that I have been working on behind the scenes and show you what really makes me happy, what brings me joy. I do have a sister whose birthday is this coming week, and I wanted to do her a mini album. And I got in my stash because this is going to be the year of busting up the stash, right? And I had a kit. And this was a kit that I had got from Susan Williams. On YouTube, I think it's Susan Williams. She's a close to my heart consultant. And I had got this a while ago. I would say several years ago. And it was just sitting there. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use this. Now, some of it is from the kit. And then some of it I actually added to it. Now, the kit didn't come with a cover. It was just a freestyle. I call this a freestyle mini album. And we are going to be doing one of these like very, very soon. This is the next album that I want to do. The first one that I did was the paper bag. Actually, the first one was probably the pumpkin one. And I was going back and forth on whether to do a shaped mini album or to do something a little different. And I really wanted to do something to where you could turn the video on and turn around and get something that you have in your stash and just make it. And that's what this is. So no technical name to this except I call it a freestyle. There's no binding or spine. We're going to be using binder clips. And if you followed along with me in the paper bag album, then you have binder clips, all right? So this is just an album that I did for my sister. Her birthday, like I said, is coming up. So I had her text me some pictures. And then I went through my phone and got some pictures. So the front of the album is a shaker. I'm still on the shaker tidbit. Isn't that gorgeous? I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to skim through it and just show you the uniqueness of this. Now, this is chipboard on the outside, and I covered. And I will tell you, the paper that I used on the outside is not the paper from the collection. This is a completely different paper line. But I thought it lent itself well to this, so I used it. So, and the great thing about doing like a freestyle type thing, it's just you put in it whatever you want. It's kind of like a junk journal meets scrapbook meets mini album type thing. But I put this together for her, and I love how this turned out. Now, I'm just going to flip through it real fast. My gorgeous little nephew there. See the different layers and, you know, the different edges. There's so much you can do. Now, this was, look, I put a little shaker in there. I love it, love it, love it, love it. This is actually going in the mail tomorrow for her. But I love this style. There you go again. There's no rhyme or reason. It's different pictures, different events, different years, different ages. And I think this makes a wonderful gift for somebody. And I love doing that. The people close to me know that. I do albums for all occasions. Absolutely love them. And this is such an easy one to do. And it get you a paper pad and go. And we are going to be doing one very similar to this. This sparked the idea. Obviously, I'm not going to be using this exact file because these are her files, but I will be taking the idea of it and running with it and doing something a little bit different for the channel. All right. The only thing that I don't like that I did was put this ribbon on it. I just grabbed a ribbon from my stash, and then after I put it on it, I just didn't think the feel of it went with it. But it was too late, and I'm sure Jennifer is not going to mind in the least on whether it's a shiny ribbon or not, you know? Okay, so next project I wanted to show. This one is near and dear to my heart. Okay, little backstory. Several years ago, Lisa Wise from Lisa Wise Designs did a bunch of classes one year. I think she rolled out like 4 or 5, and she has an Etsy store. And the great thing about this is you can still get this on her Etsy store. And the videos that go with this actually are still on her YouTube page. So it's very relevant to now. It's something you can get, something you can do. I've had this, like I said, for 2 years, maybe 3. It could possibly be 3. I'm not for sure. But it's the best year ever mini album. Now, I bought this, and when I bought the class, I actually bought the kit. There was a physical kit, and I did buy it, and I just put it up. I didn't do anything with it until last year. So last year, I decided I wanted to make my daughter an album, Maggie. And it's so funny because tomorrow is her birthday. When this video goes up, it might actually go up on her birthday. I might put this up a day early. But she is going to be 20. So I wanted to give her something last year to see how it went, to see if it was something that she would use and utilize. And guys, she loved it. She absolutely loved it. This album, there are so many possibilities with this album. It's designed with 12 months, right? So you have six signatures, and on each signature represents 2 months, front and back, right? You could make one of these when your child starts kindergarten, first grade, and do one for each year of school. You could do one of these in a baby album style. You could do what I'm doing. So I gave this to her last year, and she loved it. Now, there were a few things I did a little different from the tutorial, and that's what's so good about crafting. You get the idea and the structure. The structure is amazing. The build of this album is amazing. And it's just like she'll have this forever. And so it's designed to where all she had to do was plug in her pictures. And something that I did that I thought was really cool is each month has a pull-out, right? And instead of setting the back of the pull-out for pictures, I just put solid white cardstock. And I told her, I'm like, use what prompts you want, and each month write down what you did that month with the prompts. So she chose TV, books, and music. And every single month she did this. And she filled this album up every single month. And guys, she loved it. The end of December, she was already asking me, Mom, do you have my album? Mom, do you have my book? Mom, do you have my book? I'm not going to show everything, but she loved this. And guys, she's going to have this forever. She will have this book. What I would give anything to have something like this. Oh my goodness, look at the nails. Look at her nails that month. Oh, those are gorgeous. I would give anything to have had something like this at her age so I could look back on my life, because there's so many things I have forgotten, I'm sure. So this is an excellent way of doing this. I love it. I just love it. And what I loved about it was how much she loved it and how much she utilized it. So I took the exact same instructions, the exact same guide, mini album guide, and I made her one for this year. Well, I got to scouring the internet, and then I realized every year for the past 4 years, Simple Stories has put out a collection that you can do this with, okay? And I'm going to show that real quick. I'm going to show it really, really quick because I'm doing several of these books. I have something in mind, and I got several collections. All right, so this collection is from 2023. This is this year's collection. All right, so this is the collection that I used for Maggie's this year. And if you do something like this and you find this is Noteworthy, it's Simple Stories Noteworthy, and I will link it below. I highly recommend getting the 6x8 paper pad and the 12x12. You need both of them. You 100% need both of them. The only pet peeve I have with this is it's only 12 sheets. So there's no front and back. There's no extra sheet. And I think with this type of project, it would be so cool to have 2 sheets of each month. But unfortunately, they don't. But look at the setup. And what I found is the setup is the same. It's just the designs are different. All right. So look at this. This was Maggie's. And this had to have been from 2019, probably. I would say maybe 2019. This was older. This was definitely an older one. But you see, you have your January, right? So you have all these cards and prompts, and then you flip it over and you have your solid on the back. This one, when I first got it, I thought, this one's going to be hard because it's very much geared towards a crafter. I feel like this is geared towards a crafter. Paper clips, pencils, a school teacher. And that's the feel that I got from this one. But I used it and it worked beautifully. All right, so you get the collection and it comes with the sticker sheet and the paper. Let's see here. I didn't want you to hear the plastic, so I got it out. And there's all the stickers you have with it. And then you have the 6x8 paper pad, which is different. It has, now this one, what I like about it, it's 24. So you do get 2 sheets of everything in this one. And I love that. So you have all these different sheets that go back to the collection. But that's where you're going to get your solids. Look at that paper, how pretty. All right. That's where you're going to get your solids. And then this one is from 2020. And see, this one has a completely different feel. You know, this one has a totally different feel. Here we go. And it's funny because this collection, I actually was turned on to it because of a class I was taking with May. I did her year of folios, and this is the paper line that we used. So this is different, right? So you've got all your months. The setup is different, but the feel is different. The feel is definitely different with this one as opposed to this one. And my preference, honestly, I think is this one. I think I like this one better, but that's okay. We use this one. So let me show you what we did. This is, now look at this. This is one, I just made it, and this is after she fills it. Look at the difference. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this one, to me, was a little bit young. You know, when you get over here, her one pet peeve was like in August, I think it was geared towards school. And she's not in high school or anything like that anymore. See? So that was her little pet peeve with it, she told me. And something else I will note, it's really not holiday driven. So you need to keep that in mind if you do something like this, like November, December, October. It's definitely not holiday driven, and I would say it's not seasonal driven either. And when I was talking to Maggie about that, she liked that. It didn't bother her at all. So this is the front, and I kind of freeformed the front. And the video I did last week on the stamping on ink blended backgrounds, this is one of the leaves that we did, and I used it on the front of the book, and I loved it. I did the year 2024, so I did 24, and I used these stitched dies from Spellbinders, and I absolutely love these. If these are available, guys, this is a staple. I use these so much. I love them. I love them. I love them. I actually have a couple more cut out right here. Just gonna, you can stitch them. So I used embroidery thread and did the stitching. It's like little flowers on it. Or you cannot stitch, you know. It's either whatever your preference is, but I really like that. All right, so, and now it's ready to go. There's January. Now, because she's doing this and it's going straight to her, she knows this is where her pictures are. And the great thing about it, 4x6 photos will fit right here. She doesn't have to measure. She doesn't have to cut. She does not have to do anything. All she has to do is plug the pictures in. And it's all the same, right? And I did this exactly the same. You flip it over and she has her blank space to do what prompts she wants in 2024. I bought her a printer for Christmas, a photo printer. So now she's got her own little printer. But see this? So I took the cutting guide with a completely different paper collection, same style but different, and I utilized it. So this is she's a genius. I love Lisa. I miss her. She's taken some time off and doing just, taking care of life, but I do miss her tutorials. She's so good. She's such a paper engineer. All right, so see, everything's the same. I cut out my tags. Now, with the one before, she included shipping tags. I just made my own tags, okay? See? And so Maggie will fill this up, and she will have 2024 ready, right? This is 2024, right? Yeah, 2024. I need to go back and glue this one. It looks like this one didn't take very good. I missed that one. Oh, well. See? Isn't that fun? Oh, I love this. To me, this is what scrapbooking and memory keeping is all about. This is why I love doing what I'm doing. Love it. Okay, now, a couple other things I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you some projects. I did start working on my Christmas book, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you my 12 by 12 layouts that I did for Christmas. I'm not done by any means. I still have a lot of pictures to do, but this is some of the layouts that, oh, look at my beautiful family. Look at my beautiful mom. Isn't she pretty? Oh my gosh, they're going to kill me for showing that. We tried on wigs and we had such a good time that day. So these are just some simple 12 by 12 layouts. This is my favorite. I'll be honest with you. I love doing 12 by 12 layouts. It's the standard way of scrapbooking. It's definitely my way, and I will never give this up. Ever, ever, ever. Look at that. This is me and Craig and all the kiddos. Oh, I love this. There's my wonderful mother-in-law with the kiddos and me peeping in. Photobomb. And there she is with just her grandbabies right there. So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you today. I just wanted to show you some projects that I was working on. I did do this birthday card too. This is just sitting here. I'm going to send this out with the book that I did. Let's see, was there anything else? I think that's all. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and there's going to be more of these. I think what I'm going to do is do a monthly recap video and show you some things, show the things that I do throughout the month. We are going to be starting on a Freestyle mini album. I'm getting all that ready. I'm actually also working on a really big Alaska album that I actually have a customer. She contracted me out to do this, so I'm working on that behind the scenes. And her title pages I'm going to do on camera. I just don't want to do the personal stuff on camera. All right, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. And guys, I'm going to link Lisa Wise Designs below her Etsy listing for this because it is so inexpensive, guys. You print it and you have it. You download it on your computer, whatever. And she is so exact with this. Like, she's so good. She's an engineer, straight up engineer. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you again later on in the week. All right, bye.